Welcome everyone to Ring the Belle. This is DS, and today we are here with the native bees, Nyla Rose. Woo! I'm a little nervous, to be honest, because this is huge.
You're making me nervous. Like, you like such energy. Like, goodness, I need to take some of that and put it on screen. That's what an intro. Oh my god.
I do that when I start filming.
I love it.
I mean, this is such a huge year for you.
Little bit.
Being the first inaugural AEW Women's Championship match. What was that like?
I don't know how to put it into words. Like, there's so many emotions running all at once, and then you have to try to quell that and focus on the job at hand and treat it like any other match. But like you said, it's the inaugural match. Like, there can never be another first. Unfortunately, Riho was better that night. Now I'm working my way back up the ranks and hopefully get a rematch.
I mean, so AEW really puts you as their face of the company. You represent what they were really believing for, diversity and just progression in wrestling. The responsibility, how does that feel?
You know, I might disagree with you there. I don't necessarily know that I'm the face of the company. Like, with what we're doing and just such the shift in us being the alternative at this moment, we all are the face of the company. And that's just my 2 cents,
okay.
Yeah. But I appreciate the compliment. But no, truly, each and every one of us for different reasons are the face of the company. We're so diverse, and everybody always wants to break down diversity into black or white or gay or straight or things like that. But diversity is diverse. We've got Darby Allin, Marco Stunt, myself. These are characters who don't fit the archetype.
True.
So it's beautiful.
Has it been safe environment for you and Sonny Kiss?
Absolutely. I've said it a million times. I'll say it a million more. It's such a different environment. It's very warm, very welcoming. Granted, when we're running TV, everybody's a little stressed and get out of the way. But no, it's very warm, very welcoming. Everybody feels like family. Like many families, we bicker, we fight, we handle that all in the ring. But it's been very welcoming.
Who do you think is kind of leading that culture?
Oh wow. I don't know. That's a cop-out answer, but I don't know. I think everybody's just really excited.
Okay.
I think that's a big part of it. Everybody's really excited. We're changing the game. We're a new product. We're the new young pretty girl. So, we're out there to show off and show out.
So even in the women's locker room, I guess, there's no leader, but it's more like a let's all work together. Is that the vibe?
No. Definitely, our vets are the leader. Kong by far is the one command in that locker room, and we all fall in line because she's awesome. Kong, just natural respect for her.
So AEW's women's division is very interesting because they have big names like Awesome Kong, Aja Kong, and they have more newer names. And then of course there's whole Joshi girls that American audience are not exposed to. Where do you think AEW's women's division is heading towards? What's the direction?
I don't know, and for me that's such a beautiful thing because it just allows for very organic creation. We've got the Joshi that majority of the general public not familiar with. They're like, what's a jokey? I don't know what that is. They just don't know, but it's a very different style. But as much as things are different, they're all very much the same. Riho, America had no idea who a Riho was, but she may get on my nerves, but the people love her. The people out there love her, and that's huge. That's huge, for her to not have any ties to this country whatsoever. She comes in, she's our women's champion. Reluctantly say that. The crowd of thousands are cheering for her. That's beautiful.
There has been some concerns among the women's wrestling fans that there hasn't been much storyline building for the women. What do you think of that concern?
I think it's a valid concern.
Okay.
But I think people need to slow down, hold their horses. We've only been on TV for 6 weeks.
Yeah, true.
Like I said, we're just as excited as you guys are. Absolutely, don't get it twisted. But we have to establish everything. Absolute pandemonium. So we're getting our ducks in a row. The first up, we got our world champion lined up. Cool. What's next? Tag team. He said right from the get-go, tag team is going to be a very focused point of this promotion. So we established a tag team division. Okay, on the first show, we established who the women's champion is. So you knew some of the people coming into this. So that could kind of take, I don't want to say a backseat, but it's kind of running in the background a little bit. But now, if you look on TV, we got 3-4 segments going.
Yeah.
Like things are picking up. Just be calm, be patient. There's a method to the madness.
So I want to talk about your gear. 'Cause it's really cute, menacing, but also like super hot. What's the secret behind it?
The boobs. No, I'm not. I zip it down a little bit. That brings the hot factor. No, I'm kidding. The secret behind it is an amazing gear maker. I don't know if she wants me to put her out there like that, but we'll put Kel Rose out there. Seems Legit Designs is a melding of the minds. Me and Kel kind of worked together on that, and she brought it to life as only she could. If you get real close up on it, if you look real close, well, then you're probably in danger. But if you can happen to catch a good glimpse, we used a little bit of animal print, bringing in the animalistic side, the beast side of things. So everything's kind of done on purpose.
And the hand. I talked about it. It reminds me of the Titanic hand. There's other meaning behind
There's
it.
another meaning. There's a few meanings. Symbology, right? So I wanted to bring a couple of things and just kind of like meld them into like one. While the hand doesn't represent one definite thing, it does kind of represent a lot of things, such being my culture. The handprint is a symbol of someone who has significant prowess in hand-to-hand combat. I think that fits me.
Yeah,
I think that fits me a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And then, a little bit of that is bringing recognition to the exploited and missing Indigenous women. That's a very important issue that's not talked about a lot. It is something that people need to be aware of. So if I can wear a talking point on my clothes, it provides opportunities like this for open dialogue and discussion. Now more people are aware of it, Do your research, people. Come on, you're on your Google machines. And then it's just an intimidating symbol. You see that, you're like, bloody hand. I don't want none of that. So it's something to strike a little fear in my opponent.
And then there's a nerd side.
There's a nerd side. What kind of sparked all this is the Dark Brotherhood. Some people out there kind of hit on it, but Skyrim, the Dark Brotherhood. I love that. It was kind of like a no-brainer.
So let's go back to talking about representation a little bit. I mean, as you were put on that spotlight, there were a lot of people who are resistant to this progress. You're getting a lot of attention because of it. Like, what is your secret to dealing with that?
I don't know. I don't know that I do have a secret for dealing with it. I just kind of do. It's. I think a lot of it has to do with empathy. I feel like a lot of people are kind of projecting, their own unhappiness onto me and using me as an outlet, punching bag, if you will. It sucks. Please stop doing it. Please. I celebrate Christmas. You can give me that for Christmas. Just effing stop.
Yeah.
But I get it. I get it. Some people are a little bit confused because for some reason, a lot of male fans, when they watch wrestling, they judge how good it is by how funny their pants feel. So when I come on the TV and their pants feel tingly, they wait a minute. This isn't right. They get a little confused, and I get that.
Yeah.
And I get that, but it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't change anything about you that it doesn't want to change. You don't have to have some internal conflict struggle of the masses. But if you want to talk about it, we can. Just please stop calling me names.
So do you kind of approach it as, do you explain it to them, or?
The ones who are willing to be open-minded and actually listen. Some people, unfortunately, they're blinded by their own bigotry, and they're just so blinded, so cut off. They have their mind made up. They're not worth it.
Yeah.
They're really not worth it. But if they're willing to open up and come around and actually have a discussion, I'm absolutely willing to talk to people. Yeah.
Dealing with your storyline and character, I think there's kind of divide between LGBTQ wrestlers. There are some people who are very bold and proud and kind of putting it out there unapologetically. And there are people who are more it's just part of who I am. Dissolve into who they are.
Right.
You know
Absolutely.
what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Which side are you on with?
I would say I'm probably more on that side,
the letter.
I've said it before. I'm not Joey Ryan. I don't win matches with my groin, so it's not a point of discussion.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't matter. But there's nothing wrong with the other side of things. If that's how you choose to express yourself. There's so many different flavors out there for so many different people. You don't have to tear someone down to build yourself up just because something isn't your flavor. Change a channel. There's so much wrestling out there right now. Like, just change a channel if you don't like what's going on. But you don't have to be nasty. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to tear down another human. Like, at the end of the day, we're still people.
Right after your AEW Women's Championship match, there was a little interaction with Kenny Omega. What are we thinking? Can this be a match, or what do you think?
He's hot. I just wanted to touch him. No. My temper gets the best of me sometimes, right? Like, why is she so protected? Why out of everybody did he have to come out? He's supposed to be an EVP. He's supposed to be in the back doing EVP things.
Yeah.
I don't know. But no, he wanted to come stick his nose out there. Where was that for me?
Yeah.
There's no protection on me. It was all Riho. So my temper kind of flared up. My bad. Kenny, we cool?
Oh, thank you so much for doing this interview. I just want to tell you, I can't even imagine how much you being out there wrestling might mean for trans girls and trans boys growing up. And even for me as a gay man, I look up to you, and this means so much.
Oh, can we hug?
Of course.
Can we hug?
Of course. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the time.
No, thank you. Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
I'll try.
Okay.
I'll try.